at a webinar. Hey everyone, welcome to join the webinar. And this is the webinar of 2022 Q4 Holiday Marketing and Supply Chain Strategy webinar by HyperSKU. And we're glad to invite Justin Woll and also artists from Mixed here to join the webinar and share the insight for you. Yes, and it is essential to have a solid Q4 marketing strategy. In this webinar, you will learn about advertising, product selections, and also supply chain management strategy, especially for holiday season. This year, a crazy inflation pricing pressure is affecting every consumer purchase behavior more than ever. So, customers are looking for more deal-based shopping and pricing-oriented retailers. So we are inviting 8-figure strategic marketer Justin Woll, the owner of e-commerce university, Beyond Six Figure, to share his insight. So welcome, Justin, please.
Thank you so much, Gisela. First and foremost, guys, beyond excited to get rocking today. I have a really cool presentation for you guys revolving around product research. I see Jawala in the house as well. What's up, Jawala? Hopefully you guys are doing well today. And like I said, guys, you're going to really enjoy the system here. It's a full-on product research system that's responsible for 8 figures plus in student sales in our BSF e-commerce program, which is awesome. And I was, keen to go ahead and show it to you guys today so you guys can actually have a real system and strategy going into Q4 as we go deeper into it, so you guys can actually understand how to find products, how to validate items that have demand, and how to choose items that will actually get sales without having to kind of test 1.5 million items before you find something great. So Gisela, thank you so much for having me today. Cool. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now, I would love to share my screen if possible. I'll go ahead and share my screen. I'll show the presentation. If you want to toss me a host, Giselle, that would be awesome, or share screen rights, that'll be perfect. I'll go ahead and walk you guys through a bit of a preemptive measure before we actually get into things here. So it's important to make sure you guys have a system, right? If you're operating without a system, you're not going to be able to actually have true consistency in the things that you're hoping to do in this industry. Okay, so one thing that I want to make sure everyone's aware of here, okay, is as you move forward in e-commerce, use systems. Don't throw random stuff at the wall hoping it sticks. Make sure you have a true and proven system so you're actually enabling yourself to have true consistency, because no one likes volatility, okay, in their business. It's not good for long term. It's not good for what you're trying to do in this business. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, at Justin Woll is my Instagram. You can follow me there for some insider information on e-commerce marketing demand and other tips as well. But before we actually get started, guys, I want to walk you through what we're going to be going through today and exactly, okay, what we're going to be actually focusing on. So as you can see here are a few of our brands, right, that we've ran over the years, which is really cool. 40K days, 100K months, cool stuff using this exact system. Okay, we're going to be using the BSF product index, which I'll show you guys momentarily, Google Trends, okay, Amazon, as well as Jungle Scout extension, AliExpress, Google Sheets, YouTube, and Watchcount. Each of these is a tool that we use in the BSF product research system, enabling you to actually have true consistency and a real system that is binary and not just random theory or ideology. So as I walk you guys through, each slide is going to be the next step of the system. So as you can see, as I go forward here, we have different steps. Okay, I'll be explaining each step to you guys so you can understand exactly how to use the system. Okay, and please do take notes. Okay, and I'm sure this will also be shared as a replay if you want to go ahead and watch it again, because there's a lot here, guys. So first and foremost, let's get started. Everyone write these things down. Okay, everyone write BSF product index down, Google Trends, Amazon, Jungle Scout, AliExpress, Google Sheets, YouTube, and Watchcount. Everyone write that down. Okay, it's super important that you do, because this is the exact order that the actual operation will be taking place in. Okay, so write that down for me, guys. I'll give you 2 seconds to go ahead and make that happen. And we'll go ahead and move forward once you guys are done. Okay, so write these down. Very good. So the first step, as we could see, right, is the Beyond Six Figures product index. So let's talk about what the product index is, guys. Okay, the product index is an actual common list of criteria commonly found in winning products. Okay, these are 9 criteria, and you have to make sure your product meets at least 3 of the 9 to pass the product index system. Number 1 is improves confidence. People obviously like to have higher confidence and like to be driven forward, okay, by feeling good about themselves. Second is improves convenience. We're lazy by human nature. If something's going to be able to actually move forward and help us in our lives and something easier, and get something easier done, we're definitely going to be super keen to make that happen. We're lazy by human nature. Don't forget that. Fill a void or solves a problem. Very, very evident, of course. We're going to be looking to save people money. Okay, we're going to be looking to save people time, as well as extremely unique. Okay, improves quality of life, high perceived value, and women dominated. So each of these are one piece of the actual product index criteria. And what we're going to be doing here, ladies and gents, is as we go through, I'll be showing you how to locate products, okay, that you could then go ahead and get sourced by HyperSKU. Okay, and I've used HyperSKU myself, which is awesome. I've actually done some awesome numbers with you guys. And it was a very fluent process, which is really, really incredible. So it was an awesome experience, during the time I was using massive fulfillment through you guys, which is awesome. So you guys have been great. And I think this system, in conjunction with your fulfillment and your logistic chain, is a great, great solution to find consistency in your e-commerce business, guys. So those are the actual 9 pieces of product index criteria. Write those down as well. This will make more sense as we go through and actually start the system. Okay, now, with that being said, you have to make sure your product meets 3 of the 9 criteria to pass. And what I want you to do is take this product index and put it in your pocket for later. Okay, we're going to go through it momentarily here. It's not the first step, but I want you to actually have this in your pocket so you guys are ready to use it when it's actually time to use the index. So the first step is google.com/trends. Okay, what you do here is that you're actually validating your niche. You're not validating any product here. Okay, you're validating your niche. So you want to look around, see what your mom is doing, what your brother's doing, what your sister's doing, what the society is doing, what hot topics are happening in the world right now. And you want to understand that based off of what's going on in the world, that's going to dictate what you actually type in to Google Trends. So for example, we're going into winter right now. Okay, winter is about to get really cold. So you could think of things like beanie, gloves, scarf, snowboarding, salt, shovels, okay? All of these things that have to do with winter. Because we know we're going into the winter market, I want to go ahead and type in general markets or general niches, large niches that I might be able to gain the market share of as I move forward throughout the system. So it's super important you guys understand that. We're only using singular niche terms as well in this step. So for this example, I'll choose the term beanie. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and type in beanie right here. And what happens when we type in beanie is it shows us this graph. Okay, now when we see this graph, guys, there's a few criteria that we have to make sure pass this system. Okay, because the golden ticket about this system is that you're not going to be marketing any product that does not pass this system. It's one of the most consistent systems in e-commerce. Okay, and it's super important you guys understand these pieces. Okay, if you're in our Facebook group, like Beyond 6 Figures, okay, you can see these systems that we go through in depth in our group as well. So if you're not in the group, definitely join the Beyond 6 Figures Facebook group. You can type it in on Facebook and you'll see it come up as the first one with around 40,000 people in it. So number 1, we have to make sure that the line graph is currently above 35. Okay, as we can see, currently it is at 75. Okay, we have to make sure the graph is above 50 at least half the time or more. So as we can see here, it's definitely above 50 half the time or more, which is awesome. We also want to make sure that the graph is increasing from start point to finish. Here's our start. Here's our finish. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, before you even look at the graph, you want to change a few things on the actual tabs up here. This should be changed to United States because the US is the best representation of a buying market, and that's what we're basing our data off of. This should be changed to 90 days because we only care about what's hot and happening in the last 3 months, not last year, but right now. And we also want to change this piece to shopping because we only care about what people are buying, not what people are talking about or interested in. We care about what people are buying. So when you change these 3 pieces, you'll be able to see a very accurate line graph, okay, that looks just like this. And if these 3-point verification points are not met, we will not be marketing the products. Keep in mind, every single piece of the system has to pass here or you will not market the item. This has done 8 figures plus in sales, okay, from finding items through the system, which means that if it doesn't pass, do not test the item. We have to make sure that we're using our ideologies and our intelligence and our system to go ahead and give us a proper list of items that have true demand. Now, after we validate that the product and the niche passes the system, we'll go ahead and move forward to the next step. The next step is going to Amazon.com. And what we're going to do here is type in exactly what we typed in previously, beanie. Okay, we're just taking the keyword that we validated from Google Trends and typing it into Amazon. Super simple, guys. This is a very simple process, but a very strict one that will have you getting sales on almost every item you test due to the consistency of the system and how strict it is. Now, as you go ahead and hit enter, we see a bunch of random products. None of these items are really too good. And you want to understand that when you're actually moving forward, you have to find items that actually meet the system. So let's go here. What you're going to do is, remember, you're going to download either Jungle Scout extension or Unicorn Smasher extension. I now use what's called a Jungle Scout extension. Okay, it's the same exact thing as Unicorn Smasher. Okay, it just costs a little bit of money. Unicorn Smasher is free though. Okay, so you can use either or, and it doesn't matter which one you use. Okay, but one thing is for sure, they both work the same exact way. Let me show you how to use it. So this tool is going to help us not look for the poopy items, right, that come up instantly when you actually go ahead and search beanie, but it's going to help you actually find the items that have real consumer demand and have the highest sales on Amazon. Let me explain. So I zoomed in here on our actual Jungle Scout extension or the Unicorn Smasher extension, and we're going to click where it says estimated revenue. It sorts by highest revenue all the way to lowest revenue, which is awesome, which means you're going to be prioritizing by highest revenue. Okay, but there's no revenue floor, meaning if it doesn't have high revenue, it's okay, but you want to prioritize and start looking at the higher revenue ones immediately. As you go through here, this is when you want to pull out the product index again. So remember, we put the product index in our pocket. Now is when you pull it out. Okay, so as you start to go through here, you're going to be hovering over each item. And as you can see, when you hover over the item, it pulls up a picture of the item next to it as well. As we can see here, this item really is plain. It's nothing too special, and it doesn't look like a winning product, and it definitely does not meet our product index criteria. It definitely keeps you warm, but it's not women dominated. It's not unique. It doesn't have HyperSKU value. Okay, it's not convenient. It's the same beanie as everything else out there. So this is not going to pass the product index criteria. Neither is this one, even though it has a bit of different design on it. Okay, that does not mean that it actually has difference from all the other beanies out there. There's no utility benefit. There has to be a result and a utility benefit, guys. This one as well, same thing. Okay, don't get caught up in the difference in design. Doesn't matter if it looks different. It has to have a result, benefit, or utility difference. That's what's going to indicate a change in our product index criteria. But what about this one? Same thing. Don't let the puffball think it's a winning. Just because you add a puffball on top does not mean it is a massive, great item. Okay, there's no utility difference, no benefit here, and all it is having a puffball on top. Nothing else remains. But the next product, as you can see, okay, definitely has utility difference. Women can wear their hair in the cold while still looking beautiful with their hair in the wind without having to redo their hair, right? They could still have convenience of not having to redo their hair after they go ahead and wear the beanie. It's extremely comfortable as well because it's not going to be keeping your hair crumpled up. Also, it's definitely women dominated. It's definitely extremely unique, and it's definitely HyperSKU value because you can't find this in every single brick and mortar store across the globe, okay, as well. So notice how it just met 5 pieces of the product index criteria right there, guys, which is massively, massively important, okay? Make sure that you're meeting at least 3 pieces, okay, of the product index criteria that we went through here, okay? So that's where this comes in. Now, with that being said, guys, this product clearly has differentials compared to these last few items, right? These items are very bland and don't have much nuance to them. Okay, as you see, this one definitely has a difference in the way that it looks. As we move forward, we go to Amazon.com and we go ahead and type in we actually click on the product here and it's going to open up the Amazon link. So let's click on it. Let's go ahead and click on it. It's going to open the Amazon link right here, which is awesome, guys. And as you see, it has all the information on the product, the description. We want to read through, take note of the price, and see what the product is all about so we can have a better representation and a better idea about the product than our competition does. So as we see all the details and read through the description, we want to go to AliExpress.com. Now, AliExpress is not for sourcing. This is only for a product research tool. Since we have the ability to use HyperSKU, we're going to be using HyperSKU for all of our fulfillments because you don't have to use AliExpress unless you don't know about solutions like HyperSKU, right? That's the difference here. So you want to understand that, guys. This is just for a product research tool. Once you actually find your item, I highly recommend hitting up HyperSKU, Gisela, and the team and actually getting your product sourced by them, which is awesome. So as we go ahead and are on AliExpress, we're going to type in the name of the product. That's going to be ponytail beanie. Notice not just beanie, but ponytail beanie, because we found out the exact item that we're selling. We've pinpointed it, okay, as we move forward, guys, which is awesome. Now, what you want to do here is sort by highest orders. Okay, you want to see how many orders it has because our sweet spot is 200 to 8,000. And if we find an item between 200 to 8,000, that's going to be phenomenal, okay, for our actual nuance of knowing if this item actually has current demand. So this one definitely is in the middle of 200 to 8,000, but beware of saturation. If it has 25K orders or more, we want to stay away. So we click on the listing, we'll look at the pricing, and we'll see what similar quotes are, just to get an idea as to what we'll be paying for the product before we actually get it sourced from HyperSKU. Okay, so what's important here is you actually take a look at the actual pricing, you look at the actual orders, and also look into the reviews as well. See what people have to say about the item. This one didn't have many reviews, but you can look at other actual listings as well and read those reviews also. So let's talk about how to get pricing done. We attempt to 2 to 3x our costs from AliExpress, okay, or HyperSKU, but still are attempting to undercut Amazon. Okay, so what's important here, guys, is we see $3.22. We're going to add about $1.99, because let's just say our shipping cost is $1.99, just for example purposes. That equals $5.21. We round up to the nearest whole number of $6 and add an additional dollar on top. That means our break-even cost will be $7 for this example, which means we want to multiply that by 2 to 3 times to get our cost. So we'll be charging people about $14 to $21 for this item, because 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, keep that in mind, guys. Okay, that's how we come up with our costs. So after that step, we're actually going to the YouTube step as well. And what we do, what we do here on YouTube is we type in ponytail beanie. Okay, with that being said, when we type in ponytail beanie, we're looking for 5 videos with 5,000 views in the past 12 months. And what's going to happen here, guys, okay, is we're specifically looking for massive views in the past 1 year. This one definitely passed and had 5 videos in the past 12 months with 5,000 views or more. That means that this item has demand. Okay, it doesn't have to be the exact item, just has to be something talking or revolving around the item. That shows us there's true demand here, guys. And I know I'm going a bit quickly through this, guys, but there will be a replay for you guys as well to go back and pause throughout it. Also, I just want to make sure I get through everything here for you guys before our time is up. So that's the YouTube step. And as we move forward, guys, we go to watchcount.com. Watchcount.com is a website that enables us to actually go ahead and specifically allows us to look at ebay.com, okay, to see how many watchers there are. We select US, okay, and we make sure that we click show me after we type in ponytail beanie. What's going to happen here, guys, okay, is it actually shows us all the watchers of each item on the actual eBay website to show us how we can gauge the interest of how many people are talking about this actual product. So we're looking for 5 listings with 200 watchers or more per manufacturer. So clearly, these are all above 200, guys. So this definitely passes the actual system. So what's cool about this is you've went through so many different hoops and bells and whistles that you've passed this product through every single piece of the system. And you could know that this item actually has real demand and it's not just some random item that is not good, okay, that is not validated. Start marketing items that actually have demand. Use data. We call this multi-platform validation. And this is why our Beyond 6 Figures program has the most consistent results in the entire e-commerce industry. That's why we service companies from Shark Tank, Panda Express affiliates. We even just got done working with the quarterback of the New York Jets, which is awesome, guys. So keep that in mind. We use these systems because they work, which is really cool. Now, what you want to do is create a sheet that looks just like this. Call it your product arsenal, okay? And fill in the blank with my actual list here. Okay, you want to make sure you have product name, niche, Amazon revenue, age demographic, and AliExpress URL. And fill it out, super easy. Name, ponytail beanie. Niche, beanie. Amazon revenue, whatever it said in Jungle Scout, 118,000, easy as that. Age demographic, look up on Google what the majority of the beanie niche age demographic is and put it in here. The Amazon link and the AliExpress link as well. And what you'll do is you'll do this for a full 20 products, guys. This is why so many people in our actual program do so well, because we actually force them to breed real consistency and force them to do actual research that has real consistency in the product consumer demand. That's the ideology here, guys. So with that being said, when you follow every single piece of the system here, you're going to find yourself actually marketing real items, okay, that have real consistency. And not just throwing random crap at the wall, hoping it sticks. So many people in this game will throw random things at the wall and not get the results they want because they don't have a system like this. That's why my students in our program have the most consistent results in the entire industry, because we actually forced them to use a system and we'll check every little last solitary thing for them before they spend a single cent on ad spend. And it has to go through me first. That's the difference maker here. So with that being said, guys, I think I'm cutting to the very end of my time here. I just wanted to kind of walk you guys through it very quickly so you guys can understand the process as to how this works. If you guys like this, do yourself a favor, follow me on Instagram right now at Justin Woll. And I'm sure you'll be very happy to see a lot of the stuff that I post there is showing you what winning products are. I'll even give out some winning product ideas. And I'll also show you systems that I build just like this that I use in my own brands and my own companies to go ahead and get massive, massive results. We have 8-figure plus in sales. And like I said, we have the most consistent results in the industry, which is pretty cool, guys. And yeah, I think that's 1 minute before my time slot is up. And yeah, guys, this is also going to be given to you guys in a replay as well. So please go through, pause it, take notes as you go through the replay, because this will probably be the best, most important system that you've actually taken in all year.
Well, thank you, Justin. That's very impressive. Totally detailed, super detailed.
Thank you. Thank you. I just like to make sure everyone kind of has that full on thought process and doesn't just throw random products at the wall, right? Because when you guys have such a great fulfillment solution like you guys, all you need is a great system to find the products and you can have a great e-commerce business built, which is awesome. So thank you guys for everything you guys have done for BSF and my students.
Okay.
And we look forward to continuing with you guys down the road.
Thank you. So anyone, if you do have any question for Justin, please raise your hand or ask the question at Q&A section, please.
And just this will be available for replay for them, right?
Yes, on YouTube within a week.
Awesome, that's perfect.
So I just saw Parrot raise his hand. So can you ask your question within the Q&A section? Parrot. Nicola, please ask your question at Q&A section. Please type in. So I do also have two online questionnaire for our audiences, like have they started holiday promotion already, and what ads they really prefer to do. Yes. Hey, anyone? Okay. Okay. So Nicola was asking, can you just show the shoot one more time?
Yes.
Hey, Nicola, we're gonna
show the what?
The last two fields.
Oh yeah. Right here.
Yeah. And Nicola, we're just gonna record everything and gonna put it on HyperSKU YouTube channel. You can check it later or check on Justin Woll's Instagram page.
Yep. And if you guys want to see more information like this, all free stuff, definitely follow me on Instagram. I put out a lot of free stuff there for you guys, seriously. So if anyone is into e-commerce, is doing big numbers, or is looking to build out for the first time, you can follow me at Justin Woll, and you guys will definitely be very happy you did.
Okay. So me personally, I would like to ask Justin, like, what do you think about this year of Q4 compared to last year? Because some saying, and also the situation of Shopify this year as well. So what's your thoughts?
The thing is, everyone's marketing in their own niche, right? So people like to generalize e-commerce as a whole, and which has been growing massively every single year, right? But with that being said, as we move forward, depending on what niche you're in, depending on what market you're in, as long as you're building your business for the consumer satisfaction, and you're actually putting on great products, you're keeping your people happy, and you're knowing how to actually use paid media properly, you're going to do very well, right? I know, our brands and our people are looking like a linear scale pattern upward. So, things are looking really good, and we're very excited. And, our people in Beyond Six Figures in our program are super prepared for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I can't wait for that. We wait every year for BFCM. But yeah, things are looking really good. We're excited to go ahead and kind of conquer the movement as we move forward. And I would say the most important thing is being prepared and doing a product research system like this now, and not doing it last minute, like a week before Black Friday. Kind of being prepared, get that coach, hire that mentor, and honestly just get that movement forward so you guys can actually start to see the real consistency in your business that you want, because you got to take action, right? So this Q4 should be record breaking, and we're looking forward to seeing the results of it. Honestly, we're very excited.
Okay. It's good to hear that.
No, for sure. And things are looking good. And like I said, it's all about consumer satisfaction, right? It's not about scaling overnight massively anymore. It's about building real consistency in your business with happy consumers and a great consumer journey as well. And that's what we like to focus on, because we like to build brands for the long term, not just 2-week pump and dumps, right?
Sure. Agree with that. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for your time.
Absolute pleasure. And Gisela, Artur, Simon, thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I'll go ahead and check in a bit, but I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your event. Thank you so much for having me, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, cheers.
Bye, guys.